I've got the opening for this one. Hey there, folks at home. My name is Klaus, and we're going to do a review about Enola Holmes. A movie that does so many great things. It does this a whole bunch. Do you like this? Do you like that?
Now, where to begin?
Klaus. Klaus, I love Sherlock Holmes.
I do too.
I have since I was a kid. When I was a kid, I watched Mystery on PBS.
Ooh.
And fell in love with the Jeremy Brett Sherlock Holmes. You familiar?
I've seen a little bit.
Jeremy Brett, in my eyes, was the definitive Sherlock Holmes. He hewed very closely to the actual source materials. It made me hungry for other incarnations of Sherlock Holmes. I loved I got turned on to the old classic Basil Rathbone black and white ones. So I would eat up anything Sherlock Holmes. I'm not necessarily, though, like a Sherlock Holmes purist, where I'm like, it has to be just like the traditional Sherlock Holmes.
New reiterations of Sherlock should try new things, because otherwise, why are you even doing it? Why are you just rehashing the same old fucking thing over and over? Sorry. Camera's maybe a little low.
He's not sure what he's doing.
We're shorter now!
In fact, when I was a kid, one of my favorite movies was called Without a Clue. You ever see this thing?
No.
It's with Michael Caine and Ben Kingsley. And
it's always a tangerine when we fall masters.
We pick ourselves up. I sound like Dick Van Dyke. Boy, we pick ourselves up! Michael Caine and Ben Kingsley, where Sherlock Holmes was a doofus and played by Michael Caine. Ben Kingsley was like the brilliant mastermind behind it, but he was a doctor, so he was trying to save his reputation, and he was like putting up Sherlock Holmes as like this master thing, and it was a hilarious movie. Got shitty reviews back in the day, but I fucking loved it. So if something comes along, and I'm not going to be like, harumph, that's not the Sherlock Holmes I grew up with, right? So when this movie comes along, this movie we're talking about today, which is
Enola Holmes,
and we're gonna show you Sherlock Holmes's little sister. That's new. And I'm like, okay, I can dig it.
Oh man, it's just like James Bond Jr. all over again.
James Bond Jr.
You remember that, kids at home?
Nope. Yeah, let's give this a go. It's got Millie Bobby Brown as the eponymous titular character.
You got them all.
It's got Superman as Sherlock Holmes. Yeah. By the way, maybe the worst, most distracting Sherlock Holmes I've ever seen.
Henry Cavill could bend me over and spank me. He's a great actor.
Yeah.
He is an odd choice for Sherlock.
So I guess I'm Sherlock Holmes to save the day.
So, as they say, there's a soot on the shoe and everything.
And what about that chin, man? That
God
fucking chin.
Damn.
I think you just lay your dick right in that chin. And, you know, he does his best. He's just fucking distracting because he's just so goddamn chiseled. So anyway, the premise, I guess, is my point, is that I don't hate the premise.
Yeah, no, I was excited when you suggested this. It first kind of reminded me that this was even a thing.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh man, that's it. That Henry Cavill is Sherlock. It's like, you know what? I'm fucking down for this. I'll take Henry Cavill as Sherlock. Why not? Millie Bobby Brown. British snooty Thomas Middleditch. I don't know what his name is, but he plays. Some guys play Microsoft Holmes.
Mycroft. Yes.
Mycroft Holmes XP.
Anyway,
it's been a long night.
It has been a long night because this movie fucking sucks.
It's so fucking bad.
Holy shit! There's nothing subtle about this movie. This is Sherlock Holmes and the Adventure of the Ham-Fisted Plot.
Let's kind of take our grievances in order.
Okay.
First off, immediately, right off the bat, there is a ton of fourth wall breaking in this.
Oh, is there? He's talking about fourth wall breaking. That they do it quite a bit.
Fourth wall breaking is a tricky thing to do. The whole movie, you got Millie Bobby Brown just getting up in the camera, constantly talking to the audience.
Constantly.
That is something that, if you do it really well, it can be pretty funny. But boy, is it a tightrope walk.
Yeah.
And this movie, within the first or second line of it, it was grating to me. And I adore Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Unlike John, who doesn't like her very much, internet. He told me in secret and he didn't want to say it on the show. Whomever had her doing these asides to the audience, breaking the fourth wall, was very wrong to let her do that. Like,
Constant.
it was constant and
Unnecessary.
often unnecessary.
Yeah, it was
like to an extreme degree. Like, there are just times where something would happen and she'd literally, like, the camera would be up at her and she'd be like, okay, this is basically just a children's movie then, right?
Yeah.
This is a movie for little kitty kids because, you know, it's like she's talking to the audience like she's goddamn Dora the Explorer.
Do you have any ideas?
There's fucking, you know, people getting murdered and murked and stuff, so I don't know, those are fucking little kids.
So I mean that was like grievance number one. Like that was the thing where every time it happened we were just like, fuck you movie.
Yeah.
Fuck
It is so often to either deliver really clunky exposition or to reiterate something that was so obvious to the audience that it didn't need to be brought up. It is so present throughout the movie that if the rest of the movie was really good, that alone would still make this unwatchable for a second viewing for me. Grievance number 2. This is a dumb... Look, the plot's kind of meh. It focuses on... way too much of it is just coincidence.
Yeah. In a Sherlock Holmes story, there are not coincidences.
No.
Like,
this
he doesn't-
isn't Sherlock's story.
Right.
This is...
But it's in his universe.
Enola's,
And
yeah.
and Enola is being portrayed as like someone just as formidable as Sherlock Holmes. As where Mycroft is portrayed as a fucking piece of shit, stodgy old member of the patriarchy and whatnot. But she gets lucky a lot in this. And a lot of the things that she figures out or that happens just kind of work out in her favor.
This is the kind of clever mystery-solving writing that an idiot writes.
Right.
This
Right.
is the kind of stuff that they go, no, this is so clever. But it's only kind of clever because they knew the outcome. The way they get there is not very clever.
Yeah.
There's a few slightly clever things in here. I don't want to completely shit on this movie.
I kind of do.
I mean, I do because it makes me mad. But there are some little clever nuggets here and there, but there's just some other stuff where it's like, she figured this out. Oh, well, how did she figure this out? Well, like, Sherlock is just like, yes, soot on this, so the chimney, I found the letters or whatever, and it's like, that's Sherlockian.
Yes.
Her little thing is like seeing some jumbled up words and then unjumbling them in their head and then having infinite flashbacks
Yes.
to remember where she saw those words before that we've never seen before, and her going,
At one point, she literally has this memory of seeing a newspaper about 20 feet away and a little bit of print on there. It zooms in on the print, zooms back out, she jumbles the words, and she's like, yes, Limehouse Street.
There's no deduction there. She just has a weird letter thing
Yeah.
and very oddly selective photographic memory that crops up here and there.
Sherlock Holmes is like a master of deduction. Enola Holmes is a master of the word jumble.
Grievance number 3. So many goddamn flashbacks.
Yes.
So many flashbacks to constantly exposit information or develop a character on the fly. This guy is fighting Enola, and she's just like, oh, I'm getting my butt kicked. Except I'm not. Flashback, here's my mother training me. Oh, I'm doing this thing, except no. Flashback, here's my mother telling me the solution to the problem. There was almost not a single minute that went by that didn't have at least one flashback. Just a whole lot of quick foop, 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 fibbity fup. Oh, isn't that clever?
Yeah.
Nope. It's not. Half of the fucking movie is flashbacks, and sometimes it's just flashbacks of flashbacks we've already seen flashback.
And at the end of the movie, they don't have as many flashbacks because they're flashing back to the beginning of the movie. I mean, we haven't even talked about what the plot is, and I'll just do like a quick rundown of it. So, Millie Bobby Brown plays Enola Holmes. She lives with her mom after Dad died and after Mycroft and Sherlock flew the coop. Right? So they just kind of been living there for the past decade or so and letting the place run to shit, but that's because Mommy Holmes is fucking giving Enola Holmes all these life lessons and training her to be a badass motherfucker. One day, Mom disappears. Enola's like, oh shit, what happened? She didn't say where she's going. And Sherlock and Mycroft come, and boom, we're off to the very slow races.
Yep, so it's the quest to find her mom, except not really, except maybe.
The quest to find her mom becomes quite secondary.
It does, even though it oddly ties into the very coincidental plot. So yeah, I don't know if we need to even cover anymore.
I think we're good, man.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. So we danced around this, and I probably cut most of it out. This movie has a very strong feminist message, and I am 100% for really strong feminist messages. I think it's a great thing. Big old SJW, suck my genitals. Let's not get too specific. Who cares? I love really strong
See,
feminist
that's how
messages.
hardcore he is.
I want movies like this, but I'd really like them to be done well. There are better movies with that deliver this same message better.
And that was my biggest problem. My personal biggest problem was just how ham-fisted everything was, including that message. You know, that message got, like you said, put in this movie, and as a result, it just beat you over the fucking head with it. And it's like, yeah, we get it, man, we get it. Mycroft's an asshole,
Yeah.
Sherlock's a genius, and Enola can change the world.
Yeah. And once again, we're middle-aged fucking white guys. Maybe this movie really does speak to younger female, young female women, young teenagers.
Yeah, totally.
I feel they deserve something that's a little
Smarter.
better, a little smarter.
Smarter.
You know, they don't need all of this stuff spoon-fed to them so simply, and they don't need all those goddamn fourth wall breaks. Stop it, Millie Bobby Brown. You're so charming otherwise, but you're making me not care for you.
Millie Bobby Brown. If you want to see us complain about more shit, you just, we're at youtube.com/MoJoMenace. Find our website, MoJoMenace.com, where we have forums, MoJoMenace.com/forums. We also got a Discord channel that you can find at those forums. And everywhere on the social media, you can find us at MoJoMenace.
And now's the part where the show's over and the credits are gonna roll. Wink!
What did you think? Huh?